obviously it started with a bad incident. It started with something that we don't like to happen. And what is good about this meeting today is that people within our locality have been able to take something that is bad, think about it, absorb it, and turn it into something that is good. Now, it started in one household. As the problem started to be discussed, we realized it's not just a one household. It is a problem that is becoming quite prevalent in our area.
This is not about one person. This is about all of us. And this entire move started with us getting burgled on the 12th of March. We live in Borden, and the officer here was there on the day, and it's lovely to see you here again. I think I was in a very different state that day. And just like all of us, my first reaction after the shock of what had happened and the intrusion in our privacy was about safeguarding ourselves, just us, yeah? But a few days on, and just talking to the neighborhood, and the fact that everybody was fearful, everybody was thinking they're next on the line, that's something that upset us more. It was more upsetting than what happened to us.
Just remember that all property and possessions can be replaced. Your life can't. So that's the most important thing.
Okay, can we
And of course the question that all of us started to ask as soon as something like that happens is, should I stay or should I go? And we've got a choice to make. Because the thing is, yeah, we could go, but the reality is that there are crimes happening all over the country. In fact, there are crimes happening all over the world. So where are you going to run to? And how can you run away? Rather than turning around and saying, well, wait a minute, let's just make a choice here.
We need to, as a community, make sure that our young and our old are aware not to open the door to anybody. Obviously they know now because there are cameras and they can see from inside who's at the front door. But I've got a child who's 13 years old now, and children are always saying, oh, there's somebody at the gate, let's let them in, let's see who there is there. It's very important that they find out who it is, don't open the gate, if you don't know them, don't let them in through the gate, because that's our first layer of defence. And once you've opened that, then you've actually, let them into the grounds of your property.
And I think more than any of this, know your neighbours. The beautiful thing that happened out of all of this is we now know our street. We know everyone on our street.
One of the things that is crucial in my view about the way that policing happens in this country in particular is that it is policing by consent, that it is part of the community, it's not something that's imposed from somewhere else. And that makes it really important that we are all in touch with each other. So the contact between you and your elected representatives, whether it be your Member of Parliament or your ward councillors, and the contact that we can have on your behalf with the police, and the contact you have directly with police officers, they can't do their job without hearing from us all what is happening, first of all, but also, almost as importantly, as you said, Nasser, how people feel.
Most times we catch a burglar because somebody has phoned us and says it's happened, it's a thieves on, it's a grade one. All cops love to catch a burglar. It's what we live for.
They spent a long time smashing the patio doors, the back patio doors. That wouldn't happen now because your neighbours would hear that and would phone us.
Just to develop one more thing. The leaders of the 10, each of the 10 leaders of each Greater Manchester Council actually form a separate committee which can interrogate the Police and Crime Commissioner. Now that is actually a member of the mayor's staff. And those are the people, so it is your council leader, if you are unhappy with the level of police, it is to the leader of the council you should go and write. If they are the ones, and only those 10 sit on what is effectively a Police and Crime Commission board.
Because I presume when they sit at that table, there's going to be conflicting sort of ideas as to where the money should go and where the priorities are. Yeah.
But from a political point of view, it's important that the leader of the council is notified and knows and is aware of what the situation in terms of being able to fight for the Buddha's corner.
So
Clearly,
it's something for us
be
that
coming up and
They
senior
don't
officers.
control the money, Nessa.
Yeah.
The mayor controls the money.
we can, but it's how you sort of address
Yeah,
the
all
problem
you
at
can
the
do.
table. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
try and change the priority.
Yeah.
I think I really need to do this, and I'd like the people to come forward as well. So obviously, thank you to all of you for taking time out. We all have busy schedules. Weekends are where we get a breather. So thank you for coming. It's for all of us. Obviously, Sir Graham Brady has left, but he took time out as well. So thank you for that. Thank you to the police representatives. Really, really appreciate you all coming here. It gives us that sense that we matter, and you're there for us. And again, building that sort of community. And thank you to the councillors over here for coming and giving us your insight into this. And of course, we'll take this forward.